Pome shares sank by 5% on Monday, pulling downward U.S. markets and wiping more than rather than $40 bn, pound 31 bn, euro 35 bn, off the technology gigantic's marketplace importance. The drop accompanied a income precautionary of several of the company's suppliers, that reinforced concerns how consumer demand for iPhones is retarding. The declines done the business one of the largest losers on the Dow, that closed downward 2.3%. The broad S&P 500 ended on 2% reduce, time the Nasdaq bring down more than rather than percent. Technique stocks led the side road sell-off that saw shares in largest sectors fall. Technology firms helping driving lot of the stockpile marketplace reached over in the year, but now person growing telephone call for regulating and tax changes how could wound their increase. Amazon shares lose more than rather than 4%, script omitted above 2.5% time Facebook bring down 2.3%. Pome's stake cost drop came following Lumentum, a U.S. producer of face acceptance technique and Pome provider, told one of its main customers had diminished its shipments. As a outcome, Lumentum downgraded its turnover and income worldview, send its shares downward above 30%. Lumentum's precautionary came soon following else Pome provider, Japan Screen, as well cut its complete year guide accusing flying client consumer demand. The shares close at on $194, downward 5% for the day and more than rather than 15% under their spike in October. Pome has insisted how it is upbeat on its Yuletide time of year worldview, attributing the weaker rather than anticipated prediction to a-off changes, such as the synchronization of the produce of new phones, and interim delivery circuit issues. It continues to do recording profits, thanks to high prices and increasing revenue of its services industry, that includes services such as the app Keep, Pome Pay In, Pome Piece of Music. But analysts remained skeptical, particularly following the company told it would halt dividing the quantity of iPhones, iPads and Macs it sells in investors. They alerted how Pome's trust on high prices could as well do it particularly sensitive if down there is a more extensive withdrawal in customer conducting. Meantime, Goldman Sachs, that has been involved in a corrupt practices fracas at Malaysia's country-backed growth foundation, as well drawn side road indexes reduce. Shares in the invest banking ended downward on 7.5%, following a Malaysia formal told the nation requested a return of the charges Goldman gained for job on ties turnover for the 1MDB Foundation. A ex-Goldman execution the monthly pleaded those guilty to U.S. extortion how he had participated in a schema to use several of the cash grown in such offerings for bribes. The U.S. marketplace declines go among and stretched time of variability on side road, in investors cautious due to warnings of a slowing in world increase, trading tensions, declining oil prices and growing concern rates. U.S. companies are as well cladding a growing buck that torment turnover across the sea. The conjunction of factors has helping gas assumption how enterprise profits may be at their spike, particularly following several companies consisting Pome and Amazon, given weaker rather than anticipated turnover forecasts for the month's front.